AZ Reloader, how you doing? I'm back in the garage reloading after spending all of June and July pretty much in the house, not reloading, going out shooting, of course. But here in Arizona, I've stated before in past videos, it's just way too hot. If your setup is in a shed or garage, place that isn't climate controlled, it's gets 110, 120 plus in a garage. Uh, but I'm doing a batch of 223 and uh, processing range pickup, which is most of my brass is range pickup because it's free. You do have to scrutinize it more than uh, if it were new brass and new brass that you were shooting out of your own firearms. So you end up with a lot of pieces that are defective, but you just got to inspect them real well because you'll come across cracks or cracks in the heads or cracks, real fine cracks in the necks. But I've got some 223, probably about 30 pieces that I picked up that have staked primer holes, or crimped primers, had crimped primers in them. I want to show you what I found to be cheap and effective. If you have, I guess it works if you have a prep center. I don't know. I've never tried it with a hand prep tool, but instead of buying a swager, since I don't really come across crimped brass that much, I just kind of figured this little trick out. If you look here, you can see if we get the camera to focus, you can see the 3 fingers there on the Norma brass. So what I do is I don't use the primer pocket uniformer because that is too small, and if it wasn't, probably wouldn't do very good against 3 fingers or the crimp on this brass. I use the reamer, you got the chamfer, the deburr reamer. I call it a reamer. Because what I found is you just barely put the brass on there, and you can kind of feel when it's hitting those 3 crimp spots, and you just do it smoothly and slowly, stick it on there, and as soon as you feel it kind of smooths out, then you're done, and it'll come out real smooth. So I'll do the best I can with this on video. I'll show you here. I'm gonna turn it on and do this. So that removed the crimp. Let's see if we could get some adequate light on this. You still have the indentation from the factory crimp on the primer pocket, but I don't know if you can see that the edges right around the top there, that rim is nice, and it'll accept a primer now. So instead of spending 30, 40, 50, I think what the Dillon swager is like 200 or something like that. I just did it using my prep center. Now, granted, my prep center that I have, was a few $100, but I don't have to go out and buy another tool. Until next time, happy shooting, and I'll see you later.